Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Rima and I'm here with another guidance session. This is going to be a timeless coffee cup reading for all signs. I'll do a general coffee cup reading just to see what kind of messages we need to know at this moment. Whenever you're watching this video is when you needed to hear these messages. And then I'll do a quick 1 or 2 minute reading for each zodiac sign. We'll see what they need to know. I want to thank you all for supporting my channel. Those of you who have been with me for a while, thank you. And if you're new to this channel, welcome. And I hope that you enjoy the kind of work that I do. And if that's the case, please go ahead and give a thumbs up to this video. With that, let's start the reading. Let's see what kind of messages we're going to receive for you all, for the collective energy. If you're interested to have a private reading with me, you can find my contact in the About tab in this channel. And thanks so much to those who have reached out for a private reading. Thank you for your patience. Let's start the reading and see what do we need to know at the moment. This is the collective energy. Let's see what we have to... Okay, wow, definitely there is, I see an apology. There is definitely some face-to-face conversation. It could be an apology, or someone might come with an excuse or asking for some more time, for confession, maybe even. Someone might come to ask for permission or even to tell you that they are tired. For some people, you might hear from your partner at your work or your romance partner, your life partner. You might hear that I'm tired and I can't take it anymore, or you might be that person. There is that kind of surprise moment that someone might come. If you have a business, someone might even announce that they're leaving or they are quitting. Someone is telling or communicating the fact that they are tired and maybe they need a break, or they need some kind of adjustment or something. They need some time off, maybe even. It could be a breakup for some people, and also I can see that this also can be an apology, a confession, a regret, which brings a little bit of shock. It's a little bit of shocking moment. For some of you, these people might have come from a long distance, or this has been going on for a long time. And this person just came, and like I see that it can be a little bit of shocking. It could be a little shocking. The other party didn't expect this, and they thought everything is good. They thought everything is going well. Again, I see it here. You see two people here. I see a female energy. Someone is missing you. Someone is thinking about you. Or if you are in a breakup, they might have been trying to find out when they can come back to you, or when is a good time, when you are in a good mood. Someone is watching your mood. Maybe they are finding, or maybe they want to confess their love and feelings to you, and they're watching you to see when is a good time, when they can approach. For very specific people, I see that you might I see a female energy that they might have come out of a relationship, or maybe they lost someone, and the person who is interested in them is thinking like it's not a right time, it's not a right moment, because this person is grieving, or this person just came out of a relationship or just lost something. So they are watching and they are trying to analyze the situation and know when they can approach. Definitely a lot of you will get something as a surprise. Someone will approach, someone will come to you with a good intention, and that will bring you out of a dark secret. It brings this proposal, this a discussion opens the door for you. For a lot of you, it's actually very ominous. I see a woman is talking with an owl, which is very ominous. They're all going to be ominous, prosperous conversations. And I see again unity. Two people, you might actually move toward them, or you might be accompanying them. You might be their companion. You might decide to share the road, share your life with them, a new partner. Again, I see everything in number 2, so it's a pair. Definitely for a lot of you, there is a pairing going on. you'll find your soulmate or the partner in your life, or even maybe for partnership in work and business. You might find someone. For some of you, if you have a business, you or someone else might have experienced the loss recently, and maybe another investor wants to approach them, but they are just thinking like, maybe I need to give them some time. It is for a good intention. It is with a good ending. I definitely see talking very wisely. The hearts are heavy and full of emotions, but heads are clear, and there is very clear conversation, specifically if you're Pisces and Aquarius. Between these two signs, if you have a partner, you or them, one of you is Pisces, Aquarius, I see this very strong with you. For you guys, there is a connection. Some of you are finding a person that you were missing in your life, or a missing person, or someone who can come and give you that missing information. I feel energy of Gemini very strongly. If you are in media or social media, there might be news that you can cover. There's something that you can broadcast, and you are just missing a piece. There's something missing that you don't have the complete story, but it will be completed. There is expansion definitely in your belongings, or what you have. Something more than you just now have is coming into your possession. I see a light bulb, so there is again coming clarity. I see person with facial hair, maybe a guru, someone who ties their bed. They can give you some beautiful vision. They can provide a vision. They can give you some guidance, and I don't see them very old actually, but I see them spiritually very advanced. A lot of guidance, a lot of speaking. Maybe you just watch someone's channel. There's a guru, spiritual guide, and this person can be very helpful. Some of you might find a spiritual path. I see 2 balloons coming down, so again, surprises for you is coming. You will receive surprising news, surprising money, surprising relationship, anything that can be not expected but very welcome. You'll be very happily welcome this opportunity, this person, this whatever event, anything that is happening in your life. I see it very, very positive, very nice. Some of you, again, I think I saw it somewhere else recently. Maybe you need to turn on light outside of your home if it's really dark. That brings a little bit more of clarity for you, maybe in general in your life. What else? I see a baby elephant. Things are starting to move. Something that had no power, or you were not hoping on, you thought you can't count on it, now it's getting stronger. Like, for example, you had an investment, you didn't know if this much money can get you anywhere. Now that investment is getting stronger. So for those of you, and I see the word kid, if you have a kid that you always had to take care of them, and they were just your baby, now you're feeling that you can trust them, you can they can help you, they can provide even support for you, they can understand, they can listen to you. That baby elephant is now standing up, and there can be someone in your life that you can count on them. That's the word, count on them. It could even be your pet. Maybe you feel like very close to your pet, something that you thought it's very tiny and fragile. It can be a person, it can be a feeling, it can be an investment, it can be a situation, but now it's getting more serious, and it will come out of nowhere and provide support and help. I see a question mark next to the word him. Some of you are doubting if he really wants you and you are their choice, and I can tell you, for some of you, yes, that's the case. Their hand will be reach to your hand. He will reach out for your help, or they will reach out. For some of you, you have lost hope, you have given up truly, but again, what I see is that this hand is coming to take your hand. And if your question for some of you is regarding your partner and it's a he, yes, he's with you. Spider, I see spider gets rid of the old thoughts. It's time to clean. I see number 73. Some of you might buy, which equals to 10. Some is a completion for some of you. A lot of you are going to start a new path in your life, spiritually or energetically. Some of you might even move or travel. Some of you might really think that you need to relocate, and trust your feelings, specifically if you are tired, and you kind of feel that there's some motion. If you can't relocate, don't risk it. Maybe just take a short vacation, or take a trip and go where you thought you can relocate to. Just go there for a little bit and see if that helps your mood, your life in general. Instead of just relocating and having a lot of expenses, just make it really small for 1 week or two and see how it works out. Money is coming in your home and foundation. Specifically, I see a lot of money coming to a senior, maybe a female energy. Maybe they are lonely, or they're a single parent, or they're even an older person. A bag of money is coming, or maybe a bag of food, a basket of food, something that is very, very making them very happy. And I see they might even cry out of joy. Someone needs support. If you're painting or designing, continue that. These designs that you're making, specifically on tissue or fabric, that can be very creative. For some of you, I see you can be very creative. For some of you, this money that is coming into your home, maybe use it for a small business. Don't just spend it, and if you can share it with other people, that's even better. There's a bany news coming, something which is I see a piece of fire, like a piece of fire. It's a good thing. It's not bad. It's not destroying. It's not damaging. It's giving warmth. It's giving energy. It's harmless. It can be someone again who's coming into your life, specifically if you're a female energy and your life has been very boring and you have been kind of limiting yourself. This time with Mars now moving into different signs after the retrograde, and in general with the cycle of Mars, I see things are going to be changed for you. There is going to be a miscommunication. There might be someone who's giving a misinterpretation between two parties. Maybe you have a boss or a friend or anyone that you always have this relation with. Maybe you're even far from each other, and you get along well, but now I see something, some blockage. Maybe it's some person or some situation. Some miscommunication is getting there. You can lift it, try to lift it. I think both parties can help. If there's uncertainty about your judgment towards each other, you need to talk about that. You need to talk to each other and resolve it, because this can be, I see a ball of fire, and as I said, I don't see that this point destroying. I see it warmth and support. But if you don't do anything about it, because it's located somewhere it shouldn't be, if you don't do anything about it, it might cause issues. Again, the example is that maybe one party jokes a lot or says something as a joke, or some a specific language that they use, and in long term this can be problematic. Specifically at your work, be careful. Maybe some new people or people are starting to develop the idea that maybe it's not proper language or something like that. Someone is going to buy a very expensive a very expensive luxury item, or you're going to a very luxury restaurant with your friend. I see two female energy. You're being saved. Maybe you spend a day in a spa. It's very luxury. I feel like you'll be really pampered and really spoiled. That's very nice, but you will pay maybe even more than you thought it. But I see that you'll be very well taken care of, so that's probably what you deserve. I see number 2 again. In 2 weeks, things are going to move in a positive direction, and good news is coming. I see a ladybug, very beautiful. Opening, closures are done for most of you. I see a turtle going into the water, like a new chapter. Like it looks like a turtle has come out of the egg in the sands and now has found their way to the ocean, and they're going to face life and all the complications of the life. A lot of you are on a new journey, on a new path, and it's it's nice. It could be for your children. Maybe they are leaving home, maybe they found a job. This is a burnt candle that's burning till the very end. It's actually very nice. If you're burning a candle, try to use them all, like use all the candle burning till the end, and don't waste it. Some wish fulfillment for definitely for some of you. There is a stamp. You might stamp something, or you might stamp something or sign something or send a package for someone with a lot of love or care. So I really see like that. That's very good. There is a gun. Someone might be actually thinking of buying a gun. It might be in the back of your mind. You might be thinking about it. I don't think, or I don't see it coming actually into reality, but someone might be buying, or might be thinking of that to protect themselves or their family. But again, I see that's I don't see this happening. It's not on the surface. It's just very deep in their thoughts. Something that doesn't make sense again in your relationships, specifically if you are communicating with some person that they don't make sense to you, or you think they are overreacting, or get clarity, specifically in your work setting, or even maybe with your partner. Try to get clarity, because this can be long term creating problems. They might say that like you haven't always treating them like that, or so just make sure that there's clarity in your communications, both at your work and at home with your parents, with your partner, with your lover, with your children. That's what I can definitely see. There is another path opening up for you. There's some overloading of joy, very nice energy. I see again that someone is very interested in you. Maybe even your daughter, if that applies to you, will have a boyfriend. I see a young young gentleman is following them, or maybe it's you following you. They might be younger than you. If it's someone who is interested in you, they might be younger than you. There are discussions. I mean, I see a beautiful rose. Some of you might buy a belt or a necklace with a rose decoration on that. Maybe a belt. Some of you are losing weight, or I see that you're very happy with your health, with your body, or maybe you have done some procedures on your body anyway. So I see that you feel very good in your skin. That's really nice. Try to eat nourishing food, not only like, I don't mean vitamins, even if when you are cooking for yourself, try to put a lot of love and a lot of health wishes in your food. Be very present in the moment when you are cooking, even for yourself, your kids, and try to put good energy, positive energy in the food that you are preparing, even for yourself. Someone is going to get a massage, a back massage, actually very nice. Maybe they use rose oil or rose water. Very, very nice. Some of you are looking for actually somewhere to go for a massage or for a spa. You might need that. I see two sisters or two best friends talking together, talking to each other, maybe helping each other resolve issues, or I don't know, somehow talking, very honest conversation like two sisters have, even maybe two teenager sisters or two teenager girls. Again, I see show and fashion. If you're a designer, you can have a very, very good success right there. There is a gift someone is wrapping very delicately. They are choosing the wrap and the ribbons very selectively for this gift, the gift to a very dear person. This person will be very touched with this gift. It could be you. There are two candles that are not completely burned. Maybe you gave up something, you lost hope on something, and I see that you give up. If you can, if it's possible, start over 10. I mean, try to light those candles one more time. Go back to those projects. If it's not possible, wipe it down and get rid of them. Don't keep half-burnt candles. If you can't burn them anymore for any reason, just get rid of them. And if you have projects that you don't think you can go back to it, you can't start it anymore, or there's something that you know you can't start anymore, So just get rid of them, or don't think about them. Just clear everything from your home. Or for example, if you were thinking of a painting and it has been 3 months or 3 weeks that the painting stuff is in your room and you haven't done anything, just clear it out, put them in the boxes, put them in somewhere else. Just close it. I mean, I see some things that are not, they're just there, and it gives you a half done energy. Energy is going to waste. Someone is fitting a swimming suit. Maybe you're trying to go somewhere, a pool party or vacation, so someone's buying a bathing suit. I see someone is really bored at their job. They're sitting at their desk and they don't pretty much do anything. I see that the F next to them. Maybe on Fridays you don't have any motivation, or since February. Again, try to take some time off. If you're not connected, if you are disconnected, you need to give yourself a break, because continuing like that is not going to help you. Try to even maybe have a pet, or try to break your routine. Go to a zoo, maybe something that you never did. Take a swimming class, go to a dance class. That brings a lot of opportunities for you. It opens up a lot of energy doors for you, a lot of positive aspects of your own life, your own being that you never knew. Someone might catch a cold, specifically your mother or your mother figure, or if you're a mother, you might have a sneezing, or you have allergies specifically to flowers. Someone has allergies to flowers, and if people bring flowers for them, they really sneeze. So try to clear flowers if you're allergic to them. Someone is buying a coffee mug. It has a weird shape. I see it has a fish shape. Again, it gets me back to the concept that even if you're making coffee for yourself, or making anything for yourself, try to have very good intentions. Just say that I'm making this coffee and this is bringing health, happiness. It's gonna soothe my soul. It's gonna bring me a lot of abundance. And even on your mug, maybe write affirmations for health, money, wisdom, whatever you want. And that really works. I see that here. This has been communicated with me at least 3 times so far in this reading. Be careful, someone's car might be in a mud, or maybe you go for a trip somewhere and there's mud or rain. Someone might bring your car back in a very dirty situation. You need to go to the car wash. There might be some attention needed for your car. You might need to repair something. There's something energetically down with your car. Maybe it needs a checkup, or there's something alarming. Maybe the engine, whatever alarm is on or something. Check your car. I see a full moon, and I see lovers with the full moon. Someone might confess to their love around the time of the full moon, but be careful. They might be exaggerating. They might be very high on the emotions, and try to be realistic. If they say something that doesn't really make sense, or that they won't do it, try to be careful. You clean your windshield. If you are driving, you definitely need to see the road. If you are driving, I see some driving hazards or cautious. I see a child, a boy who's very much into books or making things or inventions or stuff like that, or maybe they are studying too hard. I see a Batman, maybe birthday party with the theme of the Batman, or I don't know, Spider-Man. I see twins. Which are very close together, very close to each other energetically, and I see that maybe girl and a boy. Don't try to separate them. Maybe they are getting at an age that usually they have to go to different schools, maybe, or have different friends, but they're very attached. For some reason, I see the alarm that these two shouldn't be separated. Maybe a female energy needs to confess. They need to talk to a guru, or they need to find their path. It could be a therapist that you need to go to talk to, or someone needs to go to talk to. Someone is buying ice cream. You might hear complaints about ice creams. Maybe they're getting more and more expensive, or they're getting tinier and tinier, or maybe the brand of the ice cream that you always liked is discontinued, or they don't make it as good as before. The other thing that I can say is that ice cream shows the moments before it melts down, and like the joys of life before it's gone. So enjoy the moments, enjoy your life before it's melted and gone. So don't be complaining, don't be picking as much as you can. Okay, so now that was the general message for everyone. I hope that you found it interesting and useful. Let's see what kind of messages we are going to hear for each zodiac sign. I'll start with Aries. Let's see, what do we need to know for Aries? My dear Aries, there's someone who has, some of you are experiencing some bitterness. Someone has turned their back to you. Maybe your mother is not talking to you, or you're not talking to them. Has been 2 months or 2 weeks, or it might happen in 2 months. They're thinking about you. Again, it can be a mother figure, or it can be someone, it could be you with your children. But this woman is heartbroken. If your mom is, I see like a T next to them, you might need to talk to them. Definitely, if there's someone that turned their back and you think that they don't want to talk to you, that's not the case. They actually want, but they're maybe a little bit stubborn, or they feel they haven't done anything that they needed to be treated like this, or this is you. But again, I see a lot of heart ache with this, and if you can, reach out to them. Some of you might need to fix something in your bathroom, in the sink. I see the sink, you might not necessarily fixing, but you might be thinking about remodeling, which is actually very nice. Some of you might be in construction business. You might buy a house or a place and then renovate it and sell it. I see good money in that. There is something that you can't figure quite what you need to do with it. It can be fixing a relationship with someone. Something that is budding, is like getting bigger. I mean, not a bad thing, but for example, you had issues with someone, but you always thought that's fine, it's not impacting your life that much, but now you're thinking that it's getting a little bit more serious. For example, just an example, maybe your teenager is smoking and you were like, it's okay, maybe to a limit, but now you're finding that it's not okay and it's getting to a next level and you need actually to do something about it. I see a lamp that you need to shed light on something and take it more serious. Don't let it just like that. Taurus, you're thinking of going on a trip. I see wind is in your hair. Maybe you need to release something. You need some extra time to give yourself a pleasure of enjoying life. You need some me time, definitely. Maybe you go on a solo trip somewhere that you never went. Don't worry if you miss the train. Some of you get very upset if you miss an opportunity. If you miss the train, just wait for the next one. It's okay, and enjoy the moment. There are things that are gonna maybe shake your life a little bit, maybe hopefully in a good way. I see good energy around it, so it could be in a good way. And again, you're ready to move on. A lot of you are ready to move on. A lot of you are ready to start a new path, a new life, a new love, new career, or maybe you want to take some time to enjoy your life and be with yourself. Some of you might be starting your own business. You need that me time, definitely. You need that extra time going on vacation, taking care of your body, and even doing nothing, and try to nourish yourself and see what your inner child, your inner self wants. I see pleasure. I see maybe for some of you opportunity not to work for a while. Maybe you have some financial abundance, which is actually very good for you. Gemini, you feel like you are up in the air, and someone maybe told you hang in there and they left. Maybe they gave a responsibility to you that it can be responsibility for two things, or a double responsibility or a shared responsibility that now is getting exhausting. You might have thought that it's a temporary situation, but it doesn't look like that. And this is coming into your vision and you're like, it was not supposed to be like that. It could be as simple as someone left their pet with you and they're not, I don't know, they haven't come back yet, or I don't know, something like that. Or it can be another responsibility at work or with your partner, or maybe even financially, that you accepted and you're thinking that it's not what you thought. So you need to speak up, Gemini, and I see that you will speak up. And I saw in the beginning of the reading, I told you there's some clarity that needs to be provided into your relationships, and I saw, Gemini, very specific. Again, some of you are thinking that you're up in the air. You're thinking or you're hoping that a specific person is going to help you, and I don't know, I mean, you just need to wait. I mean, don't put yourself at the mercy. Try to be relying on yourself as much as possible. They might change their plans, or they can just come back with an excuse and say that this is not going to happen. So Gemini, don't really rely on other people. For others of you, I see two back-to-back possibilities, but it's gonna go and pass very rapidly. You have to grab it. You can't sit and say, oh, I need some time and I don't know, I will take my time. I don't see that taking your time thing. You need to act. If you're not happy about something, you need to let them know now, because if it's a contract, you need to go with the limitations that they put in the contracts with time or money. Cancer, so if you're finding out that you're pregnant or might have a stomachache, something in your belly, you might be a little baby. I definitely see for some of you, you're doing a baby check. For some might be positive, for some maybe not, but there's this aha moment. For others of you, it might not be pregnancy, it might be something that you realize is happening, like you lost I don't know, like you lost something, you gained something. Maybe your case was I don't know, like you put an offer on a home and it's lost, or you didn't get it, or you got it. So some news or some message that will be communicated with you, and you find out yourself when you are lonely by yourself. Maybe you would read a text or something on your phone, an email, and you realize, so a realization, a clarity comes, and that will close a chapter. For some of you, you will realize that you need to do something yourself, or maybe it's a health result. Maybe you find out that everything checks, you're fine, and then you take your next step, something that was worrying you, something that you were putting hold on, everything else because of that is going to come back to you. The result is coming, the announcement is coming, and you'll be like, okay, maybe if you were taking a test, the result will come. Now you know if you need to take the test again, or you passed and you move forward. For a lot of you, I see positive. I don't see a failure. I don't see anything upsetting, but again, it's a collective energy, so it's different for everyone. If you have a pet, be careful specifically if you have a cat, they might go somewhere, or you might lose them. If you have something, if you can track something on your phone, I see that you're tracking. You might lose something, or you might lose your phone, or something in your car that you are tracking something on your phone, or maybe you're checking prices, stock market, or stuff like that. You are checking something. Leo, you're at the top. You are trying to be on the stage as you are shining, but still you're upset. For a lot of you, I see you got what you wanted. You have tried to do what you wanted. You tried your best to get to your goal, your dream, but even there you are not very happy, or you just found out that something is not as you expected. Some of you are maybe even famous, or you have important positions, or you got what you wanted, but it's not fulfilling. You're a little bit you're still not happy with that. Some of you might have a migraine. I see headache, maybe in your forehead or back of your head. You're getting yourself into a lot of stress, which is unnecessary. And in general, I see some of you are not happy no matter what. Whatever happens, you're still not fulfilled. I don't know what you're seeking happiness in, but sometimes you feel like after everything you did towards a goal, when you reach that goal, you're still not happy. Try to work. I see your mindset needs to be changed. It's coming from your mind. It's coming from your inside your inner self that is giving that idea. Some of you might get a volcano moment. You might give a very angry reaction to someone or to something. Be careful. Try to calm down. I see a headache for you. I see energy of fire, Leo. Be careful, specifically when Mars comes into your sign. Try to cool down. You might need to watch your tone or your anger in general, or maybe someone is doing that and you need to find a way how to deal with them. We go a bag of money. Money is coming into your house, into your home and foundation. It's a gift. It's a beautiful chance and opportunity financially from the universe. Some of you might start a business, or maybe you have a very successful sale, or again a transaction, which is actually very nice. I see beautiful symbol for that, which is both health and maybe some of you are getting into med school or medicine, or maybe you are getting interested into herbal medicine, traditional medicine, Chinese medicine, acupuncture, massage, stuff like that, like natural ways. I see the word natural and I see honey. I see honeycombs, a very sweet, a lot of satisfaction for you, Virgo. Specifically, is exactly contrary to what I said I see for Leo. For Leo, I see dissatisfaction, this constant urge to get better and never be happy. But Virgo, I see you are very cool, very happy, even maybe with a glass of wine or a cup of tea and honey. You're just living your life very happy, very healthy. Maybe my comment about cooking with love for yourself is gonna apply for you. Very healthy situation. And this brings you luck, this brings you abundance, this brings you money. A very nice and sweet source of happiness is coming to you. It can be a person, it can be something that you will use, you can use in your life, like money or opportunity. Libra, you have a child to take care of. You have a responsibility you need to take care of. A little thing is with you. Maybe some of you, your child, or a project, or your pet even, which is actually very pleasant. I saw the baby elephant in the beginning and I explained. You might find out that now you can communicate with your kid more so than before. Like maybe you can now go to the park, you can go to the cafe, they talk to you, you can talk to them, they understand, they have an opinion, they have a vision. And this little thing brings a lot of joy in your life. Maybe for some of you, you're adopting a pet or a child. Or maybe if you're a teacher, I don't know, I see the energy of children that brings a lot of, and this child or whatever it is, this opportunity, this little opportunity is going to bring a lot of happiness in your life. And they're going to be your companion for life. They're going to be with you. Maybe it's a responsibility you took. Maybe it's a book you're writing. Maybe it is something that you have started, a passion, like some kind of holy mission even, or a spiritual path that you have started, which is going to be with you for the rest of your life. For some of you, it can be a charity. Whatever it is that you have started, it's going to be very, very nourishing, and you will rely on that in your life. It's going to, whatever you have started is going to give you a lot of abundance. Scorpio, you're targeting something, you are shooting something. You want to throw out some things out of your life, or maybe even out of your head. Good for you. Pack them, put them in the garbage bags and let them go. Say goodbye. I see connections for you that are no longer working, are going to be disconnected, and you just put them out of your life, which is actually very, very good. I see this energy of being thrown, so be careful about your words, what you say, how you write. Watch your tone. Don't write angrily to people. You might be on a mood that you want things to happen very quickly. You don't want to be slow. You want to make decisions quickly, but maybe some people don't see that or can't follow that, and that might make you upset. Specifically, be patient with senior people or with children. or people that just maybe are not on the same page with you. Give them some time to analyze the situation. There is a news that you might want to give to someone quickly and like rushed and with no emotions. Don't do that. That person might be hate. Um, Specifically if it's a breakup, or I don't know, just be careful how you give news or announcement to other people. Sagittarius, you're dancing on the stage. I see a crown on your head. Beautiful energy for you. You're happy. I see the warmth of your sign next to you. A very, very happy energy is around you. Some of you might be just saying that I'm gonna live my life, I'm gonna live my life, I'm gonna live my life, I'm gonna be happy. That's it. I don't care. I see that walls, those walls around you. I don't care. I'm just gonna be happy. And no one can break this shield of I don't care that you have built around you, which is actually very, very protective. You're protecting yourself with positive energy, with good thoughts. You're shining and you're beautiful. Like your beautiful energy is attracting a lot of attention to you. So if you're a model, or if you're in arts or performance, you might be shining. You might get a reward. You could get a promotion. As I said, I see a tiara on your head, so something to celebrate. Very nice. If you are invited somewhere, you might be on this stage. If you are a bridesmaid or whatever, you are gonna shine. Very nice energy for Sagittarius. Capricorn, love. I see two hearts into each other, integrated. You might find someone who is sharing the same pain, and then your hearts are getting closer and closer. This might be a romance that you found out of some connection that was not meant to be love. Like for example, you're a doctor and with your patient, or you're a consultant, or I don't know, somehow in the park, or you go to an institution. Even maybe for, I don't want to say for everyone, just an example, maybe it's an addiction and you go to the same place that other people with the same problem come, and then this similarity brings love into your hearts. Actually very deep. It can be in a Scorpio, very deep. For some of you, it's with the full moon energy. Whenever you watch, whenever there is a full moon after you, or when you're watching, that might bring you to your partner, to your soulmate. Even maybe you are not having any romantic feelings for this person, but watch out for that. This is just a guidance, and this is just what I feel. But around the time of the full moon, see who is next to you, or happy, or who you end up being with most of the time. That person might be your soulmate. I see a deep connection between your hearts, and again, it might be someone that you don't feel like you have romance, but your hearts are deeply, deeply connected. Aquarius, windy situation. Again, I see two bags of money, very heavy, and it's very heavy. Like I feel the heaviness of this bag. If you have debts, you'll be able to pay that. There's light on you. There's a microphone. They might be asked from you to speak, or to get back on the stage, or something is very heavy on your chest that you need to talk about. I see number 3, which is going to be 4. If you are 3 people in your family, you could be 4. It could become 4 very soon. You need to speak, Aquarius. You're not communicating. I see in a spray. You might need to use some pesticide and get rid of some unwanted situation or unwanted people. You're trying to remove some people or some situations from your life, and you're trying that. Drink more water and try to be cool down. I see the energy of wind. I mean, there's windy situation wherever you are, or your mood changes very quickly. Some of you want to say something to someone, but you are hesitant, and maybe you say, I'm gonna tell them now, and then you don't, because you just can't. Pisces, you're taking a break. You're taking a rest. You need to take a rest. You're sitting, you are on a path. I see you're maybe tired. You're tired of your journey a little bit. You are maybe tired of giving service to people. Maybe you're tired of other people's behavior, their misunderstanding. Or in this journey, you just need to take it a little bit more slow. Just sit down, take a rest. You have accomplished a lot. Or maybe some of you have completed some task, even maybe a wish came true. and you have been so excited that now you need to take time and just sit down and see what happened. Some of you might start writing your memories, or specifically about the trip or something that happened to you, something that you experienced. You might want to bring it on the paper. I see like you go to this journey that you always wanted to go, and now you're back and you're like, what happened? You just want to remember, you just want to sit, relax, and try to memorize whatever happened. And maybe you're looking at the pictures that you took, or memories of that, whatever fulfilling event that happened for you, and you're trying to remember that something very good happened or is going to happen for you, that you need to take a moment to enjoy that. You need to really stop everything else that you're doing, sit and enjoy. There is a lot to come for you, Pisces. I see you strong. I see you very knowledgeable, beautiful hat on your head. That's wise. You're a wise person. During this journey, you're getting wiser. This is just a moment. Maybe some of you had a lot of downloads, or you just finished a task. You need to sit down for a moment and take a breath. With that, I'm going to close the reading. Thank you so much for your attention. And as always, until the next time, stay blessed.